Good morning, everybody. Please do be seated. It's really good to hear our orchestra again. So, good morning to all of you. I'd like to extend a warm welcome as we celebrate our 128th birthday. We're delighted to have with us today many people, both learners and staff, who have played and still do play a significant role in the life of the school. And it gives me great pleasure this morning to welcome past principals, Mrs. Mary van Blerk, Mrs. Dr. Elizabeth Fullard, Miss Laura Becker, and past principals of the Rustenburg Junior School, Mrs. Di Berry. We also welcome past head of music, Liz Soul, who taught here from 1989 to 2016. We welcome the Rustenburg Girls Junior School principal, Mrs. Belinda Peterson, and also the recipients of our awards today. Welcome to the members of our Rustenburg Alumni Committee who are here, and then of course to our special guests, our past learners. And also the staff of Rustenburg and our grade 8 to 12 learners, some of whom are having this live streamed into their classrooms. The past year and a half has been filled with so many changes and protocols to ensure everyone's safety due to the pandemic. We're really grateful for the lifting of some restrictions, which means that we can actually all gather here today. We're also privileged to have some of you joining us online from around the world, and it's great to have you with us, albeit virtually. There have been a few changes over the past 2 years that have culminated in a new school song, which will be presented to you today. There has been a move to a vertical tutor system, which creates a family feel in tutor groups that are now no larger than 20 learners of mixed ages, giving opportunity for more special and personal relationships to develop. This has resulted in a change of house names, with a big role played by the RCL. Our houses are now named after 5-star constellations that can be seen from the southern hemisphere. We are very excited about this, as there has been a massive increase in the spirit, or gees, amongst the learners, staff, and parents. Sorry, I'm just going to remove my mask because I'm battling to breathe with all this talking. Don't run away. Today gives us the opportunity of uniting the past and the present. And it is a privilege for us to have past staff and learners together with us today as we celebrate our beautiful school, Rustenburg. We're very grateful for the generous contribution of 150,000 Rand from our Alumni Association towards the completion of our newly furbished science room. We're in the process of sourcing the new lab chairs, tables and workstations, which will be installed later this year. We will then commence the refurbishment of the next life science room and would welcome any investment into our scientists' futures. I'd just like to mention at this point past learners who are on staff at Rustenburg. Ms. Perdita Norval from E79, who is our school counsellor and currently subject head of life orientation. Ms. Jordan Tame, E11, who is head of the media center and teacher of life orientation. And Ms. Saida Basadine, E13, who is a teacher of science. So welcome to all of you, and thank you very much for being here this morning. I now hand over to Mr. Goosen.
Mr. Gates, honored guests, alumni, colleagues, and students. I'm Jaco Goosen, the Director of Music and the Project Manager for the birth of a new school song. The question has to be asked, why a new school song? Rustenburg is underlining its commitment to creating an environment which reflects a diversity and belonging. It was decided that the old school song did not reflect this. I accepted this enormous responsibility of leading the project in 2020, inspired by knowing that it could be my meaningful contribution towards Rustenburg's transformation journey. The first real headway was made by Mr. Adrian Skelly, who serves Rustenburg as an HOD, senior English teacher, and head of the Dramatic Arts Department. Mr. Skelly crafted the first draft of the proposed new lyrics. This initial draft was then widely circulated, critiqued, and adjusted by many role players, including the 2020 school leadership team, the 2020 transformation team, the general staff, and the representative council of learners. The 2020 head of school, Ronel Wazimba, also offered comprehensive advice. The parties concurred. It was important to reflect the school's history, but also to move forward and create a new legacy which could stand the test of time. The words of the new school song were approved at the end of 2020, and in 2021 were used to compose new music. Not only does the new school song consist of 3 languages, namely English, Afrikaans, and isiXhosa, but also a brand new melody. I had the privilege of teaching the song to the whole school last week, and it was received with much positivity and enthusiasm. I'm absolutely delighted that we can finally sing this song together at this year's birthday. So, Rustenburg, let us sing the new school song today with the same spirit and enthusiasm you did when I taught it to you last week. Let's sing with pride and let us honor this institution that has stood the test of time for the last 128 years. I want to ask everyone, if there's a day that we need to lift the roof with our singing, then it must be today. And alumni, all I can say is I hope that you're going to enjoy and that you're going to like it. The choir will also lead the rest of the school. They are being recorded today, and we've distanced them, so they will be performing without their masks. If I can ask everyone now to please stand.
Please do be seated. How exciting is that? Isn't that absolutely beautiful? Thank you to everyone that was involved in making that a reality. We're really, really proud of that song. I'm now going to call on Mrs. June Watson, our chairperson of the Rustenburg Alumni, who is going to hand over the alumni bursaries. If you stand here, just in front of me. Sorry, I take off my mask so I can put on reading glasses. So, we are very proud to present our Diamond Jubilee bursaries for top National Senior Certificate students to the following learners. For 2021, Erin Cool, who achieved 7 subject distinctions and an aggregate of 96.5%. And then to the year before's top achiever, Nika Hofmeyer, who achieved 7 subject distinctions and an aggregate of 95.8%, and both these learners placed in the top 20 in the province. So congratulations to them. And then in absentia, Justine Verwey, who's the 2 years back, she received 7 distinctions and an aggregate of 96%. Well done. The alumni then have great pleasure in awarding awards for tertiary studies to past learners. So our 2019 award, so this is her 3rd year for receiving it, goes to Zahra Parker, who is in her 3rd year of MBCHB. So welcome back. And then we have 2 awardees for 2021. We have Isabella Lethridge, who is doing Bachelor of Science this year. Congratulations. And India Nathan, who is doing a B Social Science with her eye on the law. So well done, India. You want to just stay up with your Ubuntu or what? The recipient of the next award doesn't know they're getting it, so they might not be in the room. So here we go. This is our Ubuntu Award, which was instituted by the Eads of 1956 at their 50th reunion. It is presented to the learner who shows awareness of and concern for the plight and needs of others and reacts compassionately and humanely to these needs. This award goes to a young person who, during last year, gave up their time volunteering at 2 animal adoption organizations, Animal Army and Pause a While, spelled P-A-W-S. She also volunteered at Twin Oaks Vet, where she was able to assist in the operating theatre. An organization she continues to work with is Love Packs, who put together food packs for families affected by HIV and AIDS. During lockdown in 2020, with the assistance of some grade 12 learners, she organized cinnamon making to raise 65,000 rand, and the profits went to a soup kitchen. Could Tamsin Emery, a grade 9 learner, please come forward to receive this year's Ubuntu Award? Congratulations. The next award is done in absentia, and this is our Palmer Merit Award, which is presented by the school to a past learner who has brought honor to Rustenburg. The Rustenburg Alumni Committee is responsible for the selection of the recipient and welcomes nominations for possible contenders for this award from the Old Girl network that stretches far and wide. Taken from our school motto, we call the award the Palmer Merit Award, she who has deserved the prize. I am pleased to announce that the recipient of the 6th Annual Palmer Merit Award, presented by the school to a past learner who's brought honor to Rustenburg and who the Rustenburg Alumni Committee has selected, and the award goes to Amber Fillery. Amber Fillery claimed the Guinness World Record for the longest under-ice swim with breath, held in the female category, no fins and no diving suit, swimming a total distance of 70 meters under 34 centimeters of thick ice at sub-zero temperatures in Norway on the 29th of February 2020. Amber already holds 2 South African women's free diving pool records for static breath hold at 6 minutes, as well as distance breath hold with no fins at 134 meters. She claimed the underwater walk world record in 2021 and is waiting for the Guinness to make it official. Amber dives under the ice to rise above the depths of depression and addiction that she has overcome. As a motivational speaker, she sheds light on the plight of people with mental health issues. At present, Amber is training in Norway for an attempt this year to break the men's world record and set a new Guinness World Record. Way to go. For the longest under-ice swim with breath held, with no fins, no weight belt, no wetsuit, under 34 centimeters of ice in sub-zero waters. Amber says, I hope that I inspire and help some people with my records and the challenges I have overcome. So congratulations to Amber. We understand she will be in Cape Town in March, and we hope to get her to come and speak to the learners here at the school, which will be very exciting. There she is, for those who wanted to know. Yo, so cold. I battled to get into 18 degrees water. Oh. I'm now going to hand over to Ms. Blackshaw, who's going to present the Long Service Awards to the Rustenburg staff.
Sorry, Mr. Gates, I touched your iPad. Do you want to fix it for me? Okay.
Ms. Blackshaw, you broke it.
Thank you. The long service certificates are presented to members of staff after 10, 15, 20 and 25 years of service to the school. And we thank these members of staff for their contribution to Rustenburg and to the well-being of the learners in their care. Please would the following staff members come forward to receive their certificate. 10 years of service to Rustenburg, Zandre Barrett-Turan. The next staff member receiving also 10 years of service to the school, Ruth Kabinda. The next few are also 10 years of service to Rustenburg, so I won't repeat that. Linda Manchi. Lydia Mustard. Agnes Ndiambo. Bongire Pikini. Nomazizi Sapepa. And then with a couple of months to go until 10 years, Renee Forbes. And then for 15 years of service, Taryn Sharnick.
She is here, she's coming down.
Taryn also celebrates her birthday this weekend, so we wish you a very happy birthday. And then 20 years of service, Jackie Chambers. And then last but certainly not least, with almost 25 years, celebrating it in April, and I'm sure there will be a celebration, Jackie Weston.
It gives me really great pleasure to tell you about our 2021 NEC results. We'd like to congratulate each and every one of our matrics of 2021. They have really made us proud, and we had a 100% pass rate. Of the 154 candidates, 152, 98.7%, achieved bachelor's passes. And what was really quite amazing was a huge total of 611 subject distinctions. So of those 154 matrics, 88 of them achieved 4 or more subject distinctions. That was 57.14% of the grade. 17 of our students achieved aggregates of 90% or more. That was 11% of the group. And the average aggregate for the grade was 78.05%, which is quite phenomenal. So the Western Cape Education Department held their ceremony yesterday, where we were, as a school, awarded 6th place in the province and received a ministerial award for academic excellence. Our top scholar, our Dux scholar, was Erin Cool, and I'm going to ask Erin to come forward, and Mr. Gates, would you please hand over the Dux trophy? But before we do that, I want to tell you about Erin's achievements. Erin, come forward. You're going to stand here in the limelight. So Erin was not only the top candidate at Rustenburg, she in fact was at the ceremony yesterday as well, and I'll tell you more about that in a moment. Erin, as Mr. Gates said, achieved an aggregate of 96.5%, 7 subject distinctions, all above 90%. She got 99% for mathematics. They are in awe, Erin. 97% for physical sciences and accounting. You see, it can be done. 96% for English home language, Afrikaans, first additional language and life orientation, and 94% for geography. In addition, Erin also took an additional subject, Advanced Program Mathematics, examined by the IEB, and she also achieved a distinction for that. Then yesterday at the award ceremony at Leonhof, Erin received a ministerial award for excellent achievement across the province. And what this means is that of the thousands of candidates who wrote in the Western Cape, Erin was placed in the top 20. So congratulations, Erin. So because that ceremony was only held yesterday, we still need to get the school's gift to Erin for her position in the province. It's become a bit of a tradition of the last few years to buy a Thomas Zabo bracelet, which we have engraved and we have charms put on it. So Erin will receive that in the next week, but for now, she is our Marchant Dux awardee, and we congratulate you once again for your enormous success in the 2021 National Senior Certificate Examinations, and I'll ask Mr. Gates to hand over the Marchant Dux Award. closing, I'd just like to say that we're really grateful to the staff for all their hard work in preparing our matrics of 2021 for their outstanding achievements. Thanks also have to go to the staff and principals of more than 60 different primary schools from which we accept learners into the school. They have laid the foundations for this success as well, so we acknowledge and we appreciate that.
So you won't believe it. That brings us to the end of this morning's ceremony. Can you believe we managed it so short? Congratulations to everybody that received awards, and thank you to everybody that made this morning possible. I think I'd like to request the choir to sing the school song for us. I think it would be nice for us to hear it from them. They practiced hard, and I think it would be nice for us to hear them do that. Is that okay, Mr. Goosen? Thank you very much. And when they're finished, we will then end the ceremony. And the alumni that are with us, please do go out through the foyer onto the quad, and we will then proceed from there to the official opening of the Alumni Science Room. I ask that on the first bars of the orchestra that you please stand.